There's a ribbon in the sky that I love.
Hello guys, this week I'm going to be ranking my fave comebacks in order from least fave to most fave. I don't actually hate any of these songs and I bop to them every day. I'll be talking about things I like and dislike from each comeback. These are all my opinions and I'd love to hear yours too, so leave a comment with your favorite comebacks. Okay, let's go.
Everybody say no.
I have never had any special feelings towards this song and honestly it was quite easy for me to put it last. I feel like there is no verse that stands out and it's probably the song I skip the most. There is also a high-pitched sound in the beginning which I find annoying. Ironically, it's one of the songs I catch myself singing the most just cause when someone says no I'm reminded of it. As for the MV, I feel like they did the boys dirty with those haircuts and that makeup. Especially Jimin. The special effects make me low-key giggle. And the white is kind of blinding. I think the only iconic part is Jimin's high kick. Not Today is a really heavy song which I also need to be in a mood to listen to. I feel like the MV saves the song a lot. The colors are popping, and the choreo is iconic, especially the part where they go in slow motion, even though that's not even in the music video. My fave part is Hobi's verse and how he enters the shot. I have to highlight Jun's purple hair cause it's an important part of history. The only thing I don't like about the MV are these footsteps cause they sound very fake. I think we can all agree that No More Dream sounds kind of outdated, but it's a great debut song. It was the start of Young's iconic. It has an iconic intro and I have to admit seeing Jin's still image makes me feel things. I don't have a lot to say about the song, but I think the most memorable part is the choreo. This part where Yoongi shoots Tae's glasses off is iconic, and also this part. Just iconic. I also want to mention Jungkook's.
알았어 엄마 지금 독서실 간다니까.
Cause he is too cute. A long time ago I found this song kind of annoying, but it has grown on me. The music video is kind of clapped with the single ugly set, and the ugly text effects and their tragic outfits. As for the song, Jungkook's verse is absolutely iconic. Jimin's vocals slap and Namjoon's verse is my fave. Also, I have to mention the choreo because that choreo was revolutionary and something that really put them on the map in the early days. This song is sometimes seen as controversial because of the lyrics, but honestly since they have moved on from writing lyrics like this I sorta look back on this song with fondness, but also every time it comes on I'm reminded I belong in the kitchen making sandwiches. I don't think the aesthetic of the MV are the best, but their acting makes me giggle, the thirsty intro and the outro where only Tae gets the hug. Also shout out to 18-year-old Jungkook for existing, and shout out to the stylist for making Jimin wear those pants and making the world a better place. I don't know if this is controversial cause I've seen a lot of people rank this song pretty low, so I find it ironic this is the one that made them officially break in the US. I won't usually skip the song, but like it's just not my fave, it's too electronic for me. The melody kinda slaps though, and Namji's verse are my fave. Now hang on to your seat cause I'm about to say something extremely controversial. I don't think DNA Tae is his best look. I don't usually like blonde hair and I don't know, his contacts kinda creep me out. Also I feel like they did Jimin dirty with the wavy blonde hair. Now I'm going to move on from this before someone K-words me in my sleep. Okay, so, I absolutely adore this song. It's probably one of my favorite BTS song, but it is the one I have heard the least and I usually skip it. The reason for that is because it makes me too sad, like it actually brings tears to my eyes every time I hear it. I'm literally crying right now while editing this. The lyrics of saying we are forever young makes me sob and I have no explanation for it. So technically I would rank it higher, but I don't listen to it enough. As for the MV, the aesthetics are one of my faves and the flashes of their story also makes me sad. So I would rate this a sad out of 10. The first time I heard the song I didn't really like it. It was too guitar driven and pop for me. It slowly grew on me and I sing it quite often. I wouldn't say I love it, but it has a special place in my heart because they were so involved with it. Jungkook best director period. Their scenes together are so cute, especially this Jungkook. Young's part is iconic. I know the part where Jin closes his eyes is supposed to represent stuff, but they've mentioned so many times how funny it was cause he couldn't get it right that I low-key giggle at that part now. I'm also going to mention how I don't really like any of their outfits in the last part, so yeah. Okay, next. This might be really controversial because Spring Day is a queen and will never be dethroned, but I put her on this spot simply because there are other songs I like better. There is nothing I dislike about this song honestly, except the fact that Hobi doesn't really have a verse in the recorded song. I love the lyrics. Namjoon's opening line is so sad and beautiful. Taehyung's bridge is probably one of my favorite bridges in any of their songs. The ending woes are absolutely stunning, especially with the visuals. I will also mention this Yoongi, cause his black hair is my favorite look ever, and with the pink sweater he looks like a whole snack. And lastly I will mention this rap line shot because it's iconic. There is not much I can say other than this song is so iconic not only for us but also for BTS. They sing and dance it constantly, and the fact Jin has mentioned multiple times how this era is when he finally felt free to be himself is a big reason why it has a special place in my heart. I feel like all their looks combine really well, even if individually they don't look their best. Yoongi's verse rapping about being drunk while walking drunk is probably my fave part of the video. This is another MV where some people find the MV problematic, but honestly Seokjin slammed me against a locker. Tae's intro is one of the most iconic things to ever exist. It's so iconic even Text has it as part of one of their choreos. Each and every verse is absolutely unique and iconic and never gets boring. This Jikook scene makes me scream every time, and I also get second-hand embarrassment from the bridge scene cause like that must have been so awkward to film lol. And also Baby Jungkook makes me cry. Now this is probably the most controversial song in this list. Honestly this song and MV is nothing but perfection, and you could debate whether I have taste since I'm putting it number 14, but that's a topic for another day. Jin's pink hair is one of my favorite looks ever. Yoongi, just Yoongi, like look at him, head full of Yoongi. I will tell you everything to love about this song and MV, the aesthetics, literally look at this opening shot. Jungkook levitating, the iconic beat, the dance, like they literally invented dancing with this one. The story is such a complex and brilliant mix of literature and art. BTS really said, intellectuals with this one. Now I will tell you what to hate about this song and MV. Nothing. Okay, next. I know I'm not alone in saying this song is iconic cause I see everyone bopping to. It's one of the easiest songs to sing, and it's the first song I learned how to imitate the whole chorus without looking up the lyrics lol. This part in Yoongi verse is absolutely iconic, and I wish I was that girl who called his name. Tae's voice is so deep I feel like I'm in the ocean. Even though their looks are not my favorite, the MV is simple and sweet just like the song, so it's a yes from me. Okay, so this whole era makes me have war flashbacks cause they were so excited to show us this live, and I was supposed to go to their concert but everything went down the drain. I love the song when it first came out, but I feel like it hasn't aged the best for me, but I still love it a lot. Moving on to the music video, all I can say is, looks were served like a 5-star restaurant. Jin and Tae look so gorgeous in this period setting and outfit. I'm going to need them to star in a period piece movie ASAP please. Hobi's verse is my favorite part of the song, and I giggle with JK there in the background. And we can't not talk about this. Because I'm pretty sure Jungkook's bridge literally invented every bridge there exists in the world, musically and physically. Idol was my first proper comeback, and I remember waking up at 4 AM and watching trying not to scream. I was kinda confused at first cause the MV is intense to say the least and my brain wasn't working well yet. I feel like this song doesn't get the love it deserves. It's an absolute masterpiece in conveying what it wants to say. The intro is right in your face with the rap line screaming about how they don't care about what people say cause they're doing their thing. Tae's verse is one of my fave verses he has. Hobi's look is one of his best. Cherry Kook is alive and breathing. The only thing I don't quite like is Jimin's bowl haircut, but at least he doesn't have it during the whole MV, otherwise I'd cry for him. This song really do be shining through the city with a little funk and soul since she came out. She is a queen, unmatched, one of a kind. The song we needed when times were tough. She is iconic in every sense of the word. The only problem I have with it is how many times they performed it LMAO. I watched every performance, so I feel like it wore me down a bit. But besides that, the MV is so pretty. I like their hairs except Jimin again with the bowl haircut, but we can't always get what we want. The dances they made up for this are super cute, and the Jikook bridge makes me laugh with how Jimin looks at JK. And also, Jin at the end makes me fill buckets with my tears. Everything involving the HYYH era is immediately iconic. The first chord in Run makes me feel like I'm in a different dimension, and then when Namjoon says, I just know I'm in for a wild ride. Run is literally the definition of vibes. I don't usually pay much attention to their clothes, but this era has my most favorite outfits ever. The colors and the jackets are beautiful and go so well with the aesthetics. The story in the MV feels like a punch in the gut, especially Jungkook's fight scene and the way Taejun look at each other here. But to me the most iconic part of this MV is Jimin's hair. I could write a 1000-page book about orange hair Jimin because it's my favorite Jimin, but the way he looks in this music video. A king, ruler of the universe, my owner, I am but a mere servant to him, please do with me as you please, sire. As I said before, anything part of the HYYH series is iconic and this song is no exception. She is special to me because she got them their first win. There is nothing bad about this song, I could listen to it a million times and still bop to it. It's so sad and beautiful at the same time. The MV is intense with all the D word, but their acting is on point. Pink Yoongi is a moment in time that must never be forgotten. I think the only thing I don't like about the MV is the shirt Hobie is wearing here, but other than that she's a queen.
어서와. 방탄은 처음이지?
I'm pretty sure that intro will go down in history as the best intro that has ever existed. This song was the first one I heard when I first searched up BTS. I was jamming out when suddenly I saw this. And that was the moment I knew I needed to know who they were. Red hair Jimin is the love of my life and I would happily give my life up for him. The dance is so fun and made me love them so much. Tae looks so cute in his shorts and Dr. Jin is literally my knight in shining armor, even though I don't know why he lip syncs someone else's vocals in that part LMAO. The rap line verses are so good and as always, the soap transition is perfect. I also gotta mention how this is probably one of my favorite Yoongi verses. I don't know how to explain why this song is so high up this list, but I just love the song so much. Jimin's vocals are so perfect, the way he says has the perfect amount of angst in it, like I do feel like I'm in danger. As for the music video, it's definitely not one of my favorites. It kind of makes me giggle with how tough they look, with emo Jungkook. Although red hair Jin is iconic. I feel like the makeup goes well with the theme, but I just don't personally love it, and I especially feel like Tae was done dirty. I think you can tell how much I love this song with how high I placed it despite not liking the MV LMAO. Mic Drop has always been one of my favorite songs and music videos. Hobie totally owns this era and I feel like he is spitting at my peasant feet with his intro. Like yes king, I am nothing. This also has one of my favorite soap transitions musically and visually. Everyone looks so good and the clothes are perfect and their hairs are on point. I think the only hair I don't love is Namjoon's, but other than that everything about this is perfect and I love it, and I'm probably responsible for 48% of the views that MV has. One thing I know for a fact is, world peace could be achieved if every single person in the world listened to Black Swan orchestral version. This song invented music, she deserves every award, she is Saudi every year. She is unrivaled and untouched and unbothered by the competition because no one is at her level. The lyrics art, the dance art, the melodies art, the visuals art. This song has my favorite soap transition ever. Look at this Jin and tell me he isn't the owner of the world. My final words are, Jimin is the Black Swan period. Fake Love is the first music video I watched that they had just released because it popped up on my YouTube recommended and I remember not liking the song. A month passed before I became an ARMY back then, and now that I know the whole meaning I adore this song with every bit of my heart. The lyrics move me to tears every time. I feel so much pain in this song and their voices, and even though I know it's because they were going through a tough time, it just really shows how amazing they are as artists and pour their heart and soul into everything they do. She is a beautiful song, but the reason it's so high in my list is because she is in a really special place in my heart. The choreo is also absolutely stunning and has one of my favorite moves ever. Also, I have to give a special shout out to Tae's mullet because this is my favorite look on him. In conclusion, this song makes me twerk in sadness. Even though Idol was technically my first comeback of me being a fan, Boy With Love is my first comeback as an ARMY, so it has a really special place in my heart. I remember Jin mentioning their struggles in the Mama speech from 2018, so when this song came out I felt so happy cause you could really feel they were mentally in a better place. The aesthetics in the MV are one of my favorites. The combination of their hairstyles is my favorite. With blue Tae, pink Jimin and white June. The lyrics of this song are so cute and I will fight anyone who says otherwise. The dance is so cute and they looked so happy dancing it. I remember literally yelling the first time I saw and heard Yoonga's verse. His rapping style in this makes me feel things I had never felt before. Namjoon's scene is literally so iconic and I adore this scene. I also want to mention the random fact that even though it's my second fave CB, I made a promise to myself to never overplay this song because I loved it so much I never want to get sick of it. And finally, the one and only queen of all queens in my heart. Save Me. Unlike Boy With Love, is a song I have replayed a trillion times and I have never gotten sick of it. The intro backwards clock thing is so mesmerizing and kinda makes my heart sink every time I hear it. The lyrics are so beautifully sad. This song has my second favorite soap transition, but individually it's my fave Hobie rap and definitely top 10 fave Yoongi raps. These lyrics are the first I actually looked up cause I wanted to learn to sing the song even if I didn't know what I was saying back then. The music video is simple but amazing since it's one shot. I love the dance even though it's of the few I don't actually know how to dance LMAO. I've said this a million times in this video but Save Me also hold a special place in my heart because it's the song that actually made me an ARMY. Every time I hear it I remember that feeling of being completely in love with new music and being on a journey with artists who love what they do. Not only is she my favorite comeback but I would also dare to say she's my favorite BTS song period. And with that I end the video. I'm curious what you agreed and disagreed with me on, so share it in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more BTS related video, and have a lovely day.